everybody at some point will return to normalcy. So thank you for making your way here today. The Housing Alliance owns this facility and leases it to the Boys and Clubs. So it was nice that we had the opportunity to come and see this. With that, I would like to call the June Board of Commissioners meeting to order. And Donna, would you be kind enough to call the roll?
Sure. President and Chairman Corlett.
Here.
Vice President and Commissioner Smith.
Here.
Commissioner Asadas Lewis.
She is en route.
Commissioner Ballard. Here. Commissioner Carter. Commissioner Kirkendall. Here. Commissioner Lee. Secretary Bryant.
Here.
Great. We do have a quorum, and I'll now ask that if there are interpreters, please to stand and introduce yourselves and what you do. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Angel González, I'll be the English Spanish interpreter. Me llamo Ángel González, yo voy a ser intérprete de inglés-español. ¿Hay alguien acá que necesite traducción para el español?
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Amy Chua, and I'm the Vietnamese interpreter for today. Xin chào, em là tên mình Amy Trà, em là người thông dịch viên cho tiếng Việt ngày hôm nay.
My name is Steve, and I will be the Mandarin interpreter today. 大家好，我是普通话翻译。如果需要普通话翻译的话，可以找我。Thank you.
Thank you, all three. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. We'll now move into the approval of the May 19, 2026 Housing Alliance Board meeting minutes. And I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes as submitted. Thank you. I've got a motion and an approval and a second. All in favor say aye. Any opposed? Thank you. Would the record show that Commissioner Lee has arrived? Welcome, Commissioner. Thank you. Thank you. I think we will now, we have a very, very packed agenda today. And so everybody get comfortable. Jamie?
We have public comments.
I apologize. Public comments. Donna?
We have one person for public comments. Speakers will be allowed 3 minutes to speak. Speakers will be allowed to only speak once. Once I've informed you, you have 1 minute, and again at 3 minutes. The board will generally not respond to comments or answer any questions. Residents making comments are encouraged to state their name, the property where they reside, and someone from that property management company will contact you. And we have Ms. Burdell.
And we have one other.
We have one other? Yeah. Ms. Burdell?
Good evening. Thank you for the opportunity to speak. My name is Burdell Ingram, that's B-E-R-D-E-L-L. I'm with CUNY, but I'm also the property CUNY, and I'm dealing with the neighborhoods today. And what we're here to do is to ask you on resolution number 3968, we would like you to table that so we can have more time with you. Here are some of the reasons: relocation stress and temporary displacement, the danger, de facto permanent displacement, loss of public ability, accountability, ownership to from public to private. Those are some of the things. It weakens the collective team, and we have a lot of issues. We also looked at Florida, Miami, Florida. Please pull up Rise and Liberty Bell. If you pull up Rise and Liberty Bell and watch that film of what they went through in Florida. Also in New York. New York is having a lot of problem with RAD now, the apartment complex that had RAD. If you look at Atlanta, Atlanta is having a lot of problems with that. Chicago, Illinois is having problems with that. But so before we go into it, we just came through Juneteenth. We don't want to do Juneteenth again in Texas, especially in Houston. So that's, and then resolution 3968. That's the resolution that deals with grant for CUNY. So we're just asking you to table it so we can get with you and we can all come together and make a decision on how it goes. If you remember, in his absence, Commissioner Carter used to tell you that when you give us this, you don't give us any details. It's just an outline. So we would like to go into depth with you all on that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Ingram.
How long did I do that?
1 minute and 14 seconds. Right there.
Thank you.
And Ms. Burdell, as I promised, we'll reach out and set up that meeting next time.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Ms. Nia?
So what I'm here today about is the housing inspection. I've noticed that primarily the smoke detectors, carbon dioxide detectors are the main focus of the letter. But what I've noticed that when I failed my inspection, it wasn't until after the fact that things that were not indicated in that letter, I was failed for. I do believe that if failing an inspection should, place someone's housing assistance at risk, and participants deserve clear written expectation of what you're coming to look for before the fact and not after the fact. And that's one concern that I have. And then another concern that I have is the lack of independent process for resolving disputes. So when I'm having a dispute or I'm, trying to interpret the paperwork, I'm like this, for example, I went back to the inspections department and they told me based on their belief, what they believe that, the paperwork said. And I'm saying, you cannot base it on your own interpretation because the lay person is reading what's on the paper because you work for the housing authority, you have been trained, you have to cater to your audience here, into the community. And I don't believe that some of their paperwork, because it's the second paperwork that I have found, even with the move process, I had to have them correct that paperwork because it requests that you put a move notice, then give them the date, then you'll get your scheduled hearing. And we don't know when those dates will come. So a lot of this paperwork here is advantageous to the lay person as myself and people on the program. If we're going to run this program, I just believe that you should be given notice of what you're coming to expect, or or when we can expect a hearing, then give notice to the landlord. Some of these paperwork I just believe are just not beneficial to the lay person. That's just my concern here. And there should be a third party or outside party who can listen to people's complaints and resolve that matter with the housing authority, because we're talking about people here who don't have, quite the education or the understanding, or people are going to do exactly what you tell them what's on the paper, rather than going beyond the scope of that, because they only know so much. So those are some of my concerns here.
1 minute. All right. Thank you, Ms.
Thank you for sharing, and Kenny, I don't know if anybody on the team's going to want to get this lady's information. So Gilda, just to make sure we can follow up on that.
Thank you, Gilda.
Ms.
Okay.
We have one more. Ms. Kylie? Kyle? Hi, Ms. Kyle.
Good afternoon. I'm here on behalf of Bonner Carrington, the developer, looking for approval for 2 transactions today. So I just want to say thank you all for your consideration and your partnership. These are both roughly 180 unit, 4% rehabilitation transactions here in Houston. We'll be doing full renovations, unit interiors, roofs, windows, landscaping, paved areas, all sorts of amenities upgrades, with professional relocation assistance. And we just thank you for your partnership. And on behalf of Stuart and Casey as well, just want to say thank you.
Thank you.
Chairman,
So, for the record, which of the 2 gentlemen makes the Okay, thank you. Jamie, are we finished on that?
yes, we are.
Okay. Jamie, all yours.
Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for making your way over here to the Boys and Girls Club today. And thank you to our friends at the Boys and Girls Club for letting us use this facility. I want to first off just say big thanks to our team back at the Housing Alliance. As our chairman noted, the reason we're here today is because of some issues we with the lightning strike that we were working our way through. And summertime with air condition issues is not fun anywhere. And so we had to pivot today, but I want to also do a big thanks to Donna and our services team over at Mountain View. We've had to build a makeshift lobby, commissioners there for them to continue to service our clients. Them and Roy and our IT team and all the work that's been put in there has been incredible. I'm going to speak about the wait list here, but I want to say, and Donna, correct me if I'm wrong, but we had 1,000 visitors last week, which is 5 to 10-fold our normal volume. So in addition to being adapted to working out of a makeshift lobby, we've also been experiencing quite a bit of volume increase because of the wait list issue. And so just first and foremost, thank you, Donna. Thank you to your team. Y'all have been incredible. Can't always control all the issues, but we can adapt. That team has done incredibly well. All right, well, just to reiterate as well, so on the wait list, we talked about this last month, the wait list for the lottery to get into public housing officially opened yesterday. And so a lot of folks who have been interested in participating in that have been going online, coming to our office, calling in to make sure they have their account set up properly in our system. And then they were able to, as of yesterday, be able to submit and to put their name in the lottery to be put on the public housing wait list. That process will stay open between, it started yesterday, it stays open and closes on July 6th. So we're a little less than 2 weeks away. So if anybody has wanted to go in and submit their names, you can choose 3 properties, put your name on the list for the lottery. Now is the time. And if you have any questions, you can call, you can email, you can come by Fountain View. We will help you through that process and make sure you will get in on that if that is your desire to be. And then like I said, that's going to close on July 6th. So thank you everybody for that. We've had quite a bit of participation already to date, and we're excited that in the first time in a couple of years we've been able to reopen this wait list. Chairman, since we have a long meeting, I'm going to keep this short, but I do want to introduce, and I'm going to ask Nehemiah to come up real quick and just say a couple words. We have a group of young people here with us today. Would you guys please stand if you're in the youth build program and be recognized? Feel free to be seated. Thank y'all for coming out. So some people may remember a few months ago, we actually had a graduation at our board meeting for our class of youth build last year, which was 2 individuals, and they've gone through, they were able to get their degree, get placement into jobs, and we got to celebrate them. Thank you, Commissioner Smith, for celebrating with those young individuals as well. We have a cohort this year that we have just kicked off of 14 young people who have decided to join the Youth Build program and are working towards getting their degree, getting training, and ultimately will come out of it not just with a degree, but work opportunities and placement and jobs. And so, Nehemiah, you mind just saying a couple of words about what's going on with these incredible folks, and we're looking so forward to what's coming in the coming months, and being able to celebrate you at the end of this.
So, good evening, Commissioners. I'm happy to be here with the Youth Build team and participants today. The young individuals that you see before you, they just started the Youth Build program. They have about 9 months to go through the full program, which they'll be going through Penn Foster as well as vocational training for construction for IT. And after that, the individuals will go through, should they choose to, work-based learning through Workforce Solutions, or they can go to full-on employment. And we'll be actually engaging some of our youth in Section 3 in helping in reconstruction overhead community homes, which has been indicated in our grant agreement with the Department of Labor. So I'm definitely excited for this new group of individuals, and they have done a phenomenal job in the past few weeks of coming in and really getting their education back on track.
Well, tonight, and Nehemiah invited me over to speak with them a couple of weeks ago. ago, and what I told them is, I said, one of the greatest abilities you can have is availability, right? You just gotta show up, and they're showing up, and they're putting the work in, and we're gonna come alongside them in Alliance and walk with them hand in hand, and meet them where they're at, and try to help them take this next step in their journey into becoming young adults, and so we're just excited to see where that continues to go. Thank you to our partners over at TXRX and the East End Maker Hub, which are allowing us to use some space over there for training and classrooms. And this is just a bigger part of what we're trying to do as an alliance, right, in the city of Houston. It's not just about housing, it's not just bricks and mortar, right, and we're trying to work at all levels to support folks. And a lot of times we might focus on adults in our system, but we're keeping the focus as well on our young adults who are the future and who are putting in the good work. So thank y'all, and just encouraged to see y'all in the work you're doing, and thank you for coming. So thank you, BMI, Joanne, and your team for all you're doing.
Thank you. These college students.
They're mainly high school teams.
Oh,
Yes.
excellent. Yeah, great.
Thank you very much. Chairman, I'll turn it back over to you.
Oh, wow, thank you. Okay, we will now move into new business. We have a number of resolutions. Donna, will you be presenting resolution number 3964 for the consideration and/or to take action to reconstitute the Houston Housing Resource Board of Directors by approving the appointment of individuals to serve on the HHR Board of Directors?
Good afternoon again, Commissioners. I would like to present Resolution 3964, take into consideration reconstituting the board for the Houston Housing Resource, better known as HHR, with these 11 individuals to serve on the board of directors. HHR was established in 2002 as a nonprofit component to the Housing Authority by a former board member, actually. And it is done so we can collect money and raise money for education, for scholarships, for programs for our youth. And when we looked at the board, it was only 2 of us that were still here from the last board. So we're asking that we reconsider these 11 members of the board. And once we have our board meeting, we will establish, reduce the number to 7. But I'd like for you all to consider passing this resolution.
And if I just might add a couple of things, thank you, Donna, for bringing this to our attention. For our board members, yeah, you're aware, every year we do a golf tournament, we raise money for scholarships for folks in our system, and it's been great. Donna Donna is going to present to the new board once we vote on this, a bigger, more expanded plan on how we use this nonprofit to expand other things. And so things like youth build, we get a grant from the Department of Labor on, but we have other things there that we don't get funding from on the federal side, that we can apply for grants and apply for money and things of that nature that allow us to expand beyond just scholarship, to be able to come alongside other things and manners to expand our reach when it comes, and specifically to the mission of this board, which is education.
Thank you.
Motion's been made, and I'll entertain a second.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you, Donna.
Thank you, Donna.
The next 2 resolutions will be presented by Kelly Haynes. Again, I, as chairman, want to formally again welcome Kelly into her new role. I mean that sincerely.
Thank you very much. I mean it as well.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm here presenting resolution 3965. The agency submits write-offs of the outstanding debt owed by former tenants after the debt has been deemed uncollectible. Write-offs are typically the result of tenants with balances owed to the agency as a result of voluntary and involuntary move-outs. The agency writes off vacated tenant accounts considered to be uncollectible, and this debt includes rent, additional rent resulting from unreported income, maintenance fees, legal fees, excessive utilities, and other fees. This resolution is an administrative request that is on the board meeting every other month so that we can have our financial records
as current as possible as it pertains to bad debt and timely processing of write-offs. I request approval of this resolution.
Thank you. I have just one request in the future. If we could insert a page that gives us some going back, maybe a trailing 12 months, and just to kind of see where we are from historical numbers.
Absolutely.
And I do think it is important to note that Jamie has shared with me that, you know, two of these properties, you know, many of these residents have been there much long, you know, we're taking a much more aggressive approach as it relates to doing, some of these are older residents.
Correct. Oftentimes, we do spend time trying to work with tenants and, you know, in collection efforts and, you know.
Older not in age, but older in
Yes.
tenure at the property with potential issues that we're addressing.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I will, a motion's been made, I have a second, please. Thank you. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Resolution number 3966.
So resolution three.
A motion wasn't made.
I'm sorry, I'll make the motion. A motion to approve 3965. Thank you.
Okay, resolution 3966, I'm presenting for review and approval. The background of this is asset management. The asset management department oversees 7 property management companies managing a portfolio of a little over 5,200 total units. All these properties are subject to independent third-party audits, and in recent single audits, the Housing Alliance has received audit findings related to 10 file deficiencies managed by these property management companies. As a proactive, corrective, and preventative measure, effective May 1st, we implemented a formal quarterly site performance review process for all managed communities for the remainder of 26. And the purpose of this initiative is to strengthen compliance oversight, improve operational standards, ensure audit readiness, and document property conditions consistently across the portfolio. The review process includes physical site inspections, unit inspections, tenant file audits, operational reviews, and corrective action tracking. The performance review includes files, the physical inspection to ensure that we're ready for any Inspire or other inspections by the we communicated this to HUD at our last meeting, and they received it very well, and so we're incorporating it as a resolution to be formally memorialized in the department. I'm happy to answer any questions.
On this one, I only have one comment, and that is I'd like to see this be a status update monthly in our operations board report, the progress that you're making in this. This is very important. I mean, clearly, whether it's, you know, inspections were done at one project and 40 units were accomplished in this month, just something that tells us, you know, kind of where this is going. This is incredible. I applaud you for doing it. It's long overdue, and I appreciate it. I'm curious, do you have the staffing to be able to?
Yes.
You've managed.
Yes.
Great.
And we have the schedule for the remainder of the year, so it correlates to about 2 projects a month per.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be reported, but if it's inserted in the board report, just a status, I think it further documents, you know, the accomplishments.
Absolutely.
Thank you. So with that, I will make the motion to approve resolution number 3966 as submitted, and may I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you.
Thank you, Kelly.
Resolution number 3967, Mr. Spivey.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. This resolution is similar to one that we presented last year. We're about to exceed the $100,000 procurement limit with SHI Government Solutions and require board approval to spend beyond the limit. We use SHI as a reseller of products that do not sell to clients directly. SHI has been a good partner for us, consistently working to ensure the best pricing and terms for these products. A representative of SHI, Sarah Laredo, is here if you ever have any questions with SHI. To date, we've spent $64,032.23 with SHI, and those were for support items and maintenance agreements for our equipment. We anticipate spending another $443,297.48, and that's for a number of items such as our Microsoft 365 subscription, our phone system, and other support issues. Two of the items that we're looking to renew have had drastic increases. These are the VMware license renewal, and VMware lets us virtualize our servers and create servers for our production, and they have drastically increased from 25,000 to up to 97,000. So we're negotiating with them per year. So we're negotiating with them to bring that down, and that may mean taking a server out of commission or other things, but we believe we can bring that down to a lower cost. And the other one is the Rubric network backup system. That increased from 65,000 to 89,000 a year. And we're in negotiation with other vendors that we believe are comparable that will bring that number at least $13,000 to $15,000 cheaper per year.
And Roy, is that what gets you to the 21.7 under budget? Or
These are the items that our yearly cost and then what we budgeted. And then the underage is where SHI has gone out to these vendors and said, what do you expect the renewal to be? And that's how we have drastic increases. But all the items were budgeted correctly for previous year. And in fact, we're over a little bit, or we have a little bit of excess. But due to the drastic increase in these two items, we're actually requesting more money of $600,000, but we're still diligently trying to bring that number down in line to what we budgeted.
And one last question on this, as it relates to 27's budget, the we'll start budgeting in October for 27, September, October, I should tell you. I mean, what are you looking? Are you thinking it's going to be a $600,000 number for next year, or is that?
I think it will be less than that. For example, like the Rubric that increased to 89, we're in negotiation with a company called Cohesity, and their contract, financing it over 5 years of new equipment, is only $72,000. So we're hoping to come to some agreement with VMware that brings it down. And some of these agreements are that instead of doing a 1 year renewal, we do a 5 year commitment, and that brings the price down.
And so Roy is asking for budget authority but the hope is once the final negotiations are happening, it's going to come in with that number. And so one of the things I would mention is we'll have Roy, once these get finalized, he can report back to what the actual numbers came in versus the authority you're bringing in today.
Great, thank you.
I've got some questions. So I'm just looking at the table on page 32. So I'm seeing that we are under budget according to this by 22,000 approximately, correct?
That is correct for what we budgeted, but then the two items, the VMware and the Rubric, we believe we're still trying to bring that within budget. We have about 21,000 to play with, but I can't say how the negotiations will go until we get to the end of it.
So with the savings from the Microsoft 365 that is under budget 77K, it looks like, would that absorb it?
Yes. We're looking at that to absorb some of the costs.
So I guess I'm just trying to see the case, because it looks to me like it's under budget and additional funds aren't needed.
And the additional funds would mainly be the VMware. That if we do a 3-year contract, I believe they're quoting $97,000 a year.
So that would be an additional 30K.
Yes.
And then you're asking for 93K more? Is that right?
Yes. And well, with Rubric, we had not concluded the negotiation until just last week with Cohesity, and I do believe we can bring that down within the budget now. So I don't think we'll need the full 600,000. But when this was written, there was a lot of variables in place that have cemented in now.
Okay, got it, okay.
Roy, when do you think you'll come back to this board with an update at some point when these numbers get more hard?
I'll come back next month for the cohesity, which will finalize the one that says the new rubric network backup system. We'll switch to another vendor. For the VMware, we may not come back for 2 to 3 months. We're still negotiating.
And commissioners, to just add one thing, so what Roy was saying is our team has to submit these resolutions for review at the upper level a few weeks before this board meeting. And so what Roy's articulating is that there have been some changes since then to the good. So these numbers might be a little high from where you thought it was.
All in favor of resolution number 3? I'll make the motion. 3967, may I have a second? Second. Thank you. All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Thank you. Next, Lynn, resolution number 3968. I'm going to ask Jamie, Ms. Ingram made a comment, and you and I had lunch today, and you shared an experience with me regarding a visit with some folks that live at CUNY homes. And, would you be kind enough to, sorry,
No.
it's worthy of everyone hearing.
Oh, sure. I just, I spent some time yesterday over at the property and our friends over here from CUNY had me over and fed me and spent some time with them to hear concerns, to talk about progress and whatnot. So what Ms. Ingram had brought up is concerns about the rental assistance demonstration program and things she has heard about this program in other cities that concern her and some of the residents, especially some of the residents who do plan on staying and returning to CUNY when it's all said and done. A lot of our residents are taking vouchers and moving, and they might not come back. And what I promised Ms. Ingram is I said we will sit down and meet and go through those concerns, because sometimes there are issues with the program, and sometimes there are issues with the people implementing the program, and we will look at those concerns. But what I did suggest, though, is that I don't think we should table this today. This is an application. It is not the formalization or finalization of everything yet, and I do think we can run parallel paths so we don't losing time while we meet with Ms. Ingram and others and understand their concerns directly and address them one by one. We just got to talk about that just here recently, and we will have that meeting set up. So, great.
Thank you. Lynn?
Thank you. Resolution 3968 is related to the CUNY Homes redevelopment that is underway. The financing structure for the CUNY Homes redevelopment includes public housing capital and operating funds, and requires certain units to be designated as RAD units, or HUD's Rental Assistance Demonstration. Currently, CUNY Homes mainly serves residents with very low incomes, so that's roughly 30% income. And it does so under the traditional public housing model. The new development project will be a mixed income development. It will continue to serve, I think this is a very important point, it will continue to serve low income residents at that 30% income level. It will also include low income housing tax credits and include market rate units as well. Using RED will convert certain units from the public housing model to a project-based voucher or Section 8 funding model. Its primary purpose is to help agencies such as the Housing Alliance HTX to secure financing for that project. RED units will still preserve affordable housing and maintain tenant protections into the future. This allows the Housing Alliance HTX to structure financing using various vehicles such as the low-income housing tax credit applications. With that, I will ask.
If I could add one more thing to it, do you mean that to structure the financing on a $500 million plus development such as this, is public housing does not, and the federal government does not allow us to use debt on public housing. And so there are some things like that there's no way to finance and capitalize the work that needs to be done in its current manner. We can go in more detail at any time, and then the Lynn's point to the board, just to reiterate things we've talked about before, the unit count is more than doubling, and we will always have, and for the program, be maintaining the affordability for the amount of units that are there today, and giving those priorities back to our residents once it is done.
And can I add one other point too, briefly? When I was at HUD, it was this program, the RAD, or Rental Assistance Demonstration Program, was widely considered one of the most innovative and successful programs or demonstration programs that HUD has ever implemented. People across the whole political spectrum on both sides almost universally agree that this is the best way to convert aging, dilapidated public housing into modern units that have all the kinds of amenities that folks on the market, in the free market have, right? And so while there might have been a couple of points somewhere that somebody could find that are critical of RAD, it has been widely heralded as a great program.
One last comment is our partnership with Crenshaw. I don't know if any of you all have had the opportunity with the Carpenter, which is in here. Crenshaw was the developer of that property. They did an outstanding job. I mean, it's a really impressive property over on Holman Street. It just done. Thank you. I will again, and this one I'm absolutely ecstatic to, I will make a motion to approve resolution number 3968 as submitted. May I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Lee. All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Thank you, Lynn. Mr. Coles?
Good afternoon, Commissioners. I am standing before you to present Resolution 3969, which is requesting an additional funding for the Yardi consultant contract up to and not to exceed $350,000. The contract was initially seeded at $75,000. I came back before you, I believe it was in December, for an additional amount of $100,000 for a total of $175,000. The issue that existed then, that continues to exist today, is you can look at this in two camps. It's what we know, and then there's what we don't know. The unknowns were deeper and more pervasive than we thought, which is what has brought me back here today. And the board prep yesterday, Commissioner Lewis asked for some specifics on the initial $175,000, and that's this sheet with the blue across the top. That's about $110,000 of the $175,000. The balance is a recent invoice, and we haven't been able to break it down to these numbers yet. But as soon as we get that broken down, we will submit that. I also emailed the supporting information immediately after the meeting yesterday, so that should be in your mailbox. But today's resolution is asking for is based on about 1,300 hours of additional work that needs to be done across the entire agency at a cost estimated at about $240,000. The additional funding is again for the unseen, unknown component of this request. And with that, I submit the resolution for your
Couple of questions.
Yes, sir.
One, the rate will be $185 an hour, is that correct?
That's correct.
And number two, to use your analogy of the unknown versus the known, how are we certain that $350,000 additional dollars to get us to where we need to be will get done? Is Yardi, have their consultants assessed this and given us an assessment that that's the number of hours that are going to be needed? Or, I guess my only comment, I'm supportive of this, I'm ready to approve it, but I feel like our vendor, Yardi, needs to be held to some level of responsibility based on, I know we're going to be held to responsibility because I'm going to ask you all to come back here on a quarterly basis and report on your progress. So we're going to fix this Yardi situation. It's been screwed up for too many years. I want everybody to say we love Yardi when all this is said and done, or hate it, but we own it. So my only comment is, my question is, that their consultants given us some assurance that based on, this is their rate. We're going to monitor this.
So let me answer that this way. The issue is not the hardware or software issue. Yardi is one of the preeminent software,
I'm very familiar.
if not number one,
It is.
in the area that we serve.
Correct.
Our problem traces back to the implementation plan, which wasn't the best implementation plan that we could have had. And since the implementation, with everything that was not appropriate to initiate that, we've since added hundreds of thousands of additional records into the system, which have to be vetted and corrected. And so I wouldn't swear my life on us not coming back, but we have greater confidence now because the unknowns are far fewer now than they were then. And with the scope out of the 1,300 hours and the $240,000 to take care of what needs to be taken care of to get us to be able to utilize the system the way it was designed to be utilized, we're pretty confident. If you had heard some of the comments about, Kenny, how much are you going to ask for, that up to number, they negotiated me down to 350. So I'll leave it at that and throw myself on the mercy of the court.
No, I do think, as I shared with Kelly this morning, this is something that needs to come back to the board, please, on a quarterly basis. Developing, here's just as simple as, these were our objectives in the first 90 days. We accomplished, whether it's 2, 3, or 4 objectives, we accomplished 2 of the 4. Because where I'm going with this, Kenny, is if you get through the next 6 months, we need to budget some additional monies for 27. If you all feel like 350 is not going to be enough, that we're going to have to go another 200. I feel like, we're at a point in this agency now where, budgets are the godsend, and if you need more money, let's get it in the budget sooner rather than later, because this was not budgeted. I'm certain of it. Can we do that, please? Y'all are okay with that?
Yes, absolutely.
And so just to clarify, so what I'm going to be saying is you're feeling pretty good that this 238 should be enough, and then you asked for extra, about another 112,000. So is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, so you, even with this 350 resolution, there's a lot of cushion in there. Can you tell me what the timeline is for these 1289 hours?
12
What? I'm sorry?
12
This
months.
is for a year.
1 year.
Okay, and for finance? Do you know?
Well,
The total is the year. We haven't sat down and,
Me to approve if you want.
sure. Thank you.
Kenny,
Can I sit down?
you can stay. No, you stay, because this was a collective effort. So I just want to add that Kenny and I, after you called this morning, we talked, we've been speaking about this, but, just having really good control over this next round with them to make sure that the plan is between him or I, because all these resources will flow to either department. So when we talk about a timeline, we really don't know what the timeline is. I mean, we really just want to make sure we get it done, it's organized, and it's very difficult to do this at the same time all these other, really important tasks are happening, like audits and just like the day-to-day work that we're trying to keep up on. So we just want to make sure it's right, it's done well, and that we control the process. And so it may take longer, because it's not like you can delegate it. If you delegate it to people, sometimes that, it loses control of, we just want to make sure we have a tight plan, so.
Well, as a consultant, and love SMART goals, I would like to see some timelines. Even that I understand there can be variances, but I would like a plan for these hours and when we use, especially finance. That's kind of top of my priority as chair. And I think it just helps, it holds everybody accountable to at least have a target as opposed to whenever.
I agree. I agree with you.
I think you could have this document be updated on a quarterly basis, and I think that clearly is a timeline of where the monies are being spent.
Yeah, well, and that would be what's happened already, and I would like to see what's the plan going forward, and then let's see where do we actually land actually. Kind of like we do with finances, there's a budget, but I'm asking for budget for time. Yeah.
So if we how about if we bring a project plan to the next board? That'll
I
have,
don't think that's necessary. But I just, look, you all manage the agency, you all are running it. My only comment is, one, let's make sure if you need money for 27, let's get it in additional over and above the 350, let's get it in the 27 budget, or even just put a number in the budget. I just don't want to come back a year from now and say, oh boy, we need another $400,000 or $500,000. It wasn't budgeted, we need more assistance. That's all.
we'll still send the project plan
I
out.
would appreciate that, yeah, so I just want time, yeah, I
No, I
want
got
it
you.
to be time bound. Thank you.
Thank you, Kenny. May I have a motion to approve resolution number 3969?
I make motion.
Thank you, Commissioner Lee, and is there a second? Second, Commissioner Smith. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you, Kenny.
My staff thanks you you got made the Christmas card.
Just get this thing done, get it done, get it done. So unfortunately, I do not have the formal language to convene into executive session, so I'm going to improvise with all due fairness. We will now, we will now convene into an executive session to discuss personal matters in accordance with section 551.074 of the Texas Government Code, legal issues in accordance with section 551.071 of the Texas Government Code, and real estate matters in accordance with section 551.072 of the Texas Government Code. I have 2:48 p.m. here on the 23rd of June. Thank you. ended, and we will now reconvene in public session. And with that, I have 4:05 on the 23rd of June, and Donna will be kind enough to call the roll.
Sure. President Chairman Fowler,
Here.
Vice President Commissioner Smith,
Here.
Commissioner Benz, Asavis Lewis,
Present.
Commissioner Ballard, Commissioner Carter, Commissioner Kirkendall, Commissioner Lee,
Present.
Secretary Bryant.
Here.
Very good, thank you. We're gonna kind of skip and move around these last resolutions to make it easier and quicker. I'm going to start by asking for a motion to approve resolution number 3974, which is for the consideration and/or to take action to authorize the Housing Alliance President, CEO, or to his designee to sell a portion of the property located at 3118 Green Street, Houston, Texas, and known as Kelly Village. May I have a motion to approve 3974 as submitted?
So moved.
Thank you. And the second?
I second.
All in favor say aye. Thank you. Motion's approved. Now I will move to, I would like to ask for a motion to approve resolution number 3970 and 3972 in seriatim. I have a motion to approve those two resolutions.
So moved.
Thank you. All in favor say aye.
Wouldn't we have to second?
I'm sorry, a second.
I second.
Thank you. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Now I'd like to entertain a motion to approve resolution number 3970 and 3972 as submitted. May I have a motion, please? I'm sorry?
We were just getting clarification that the first, so having the two bond deals approved in seriatim, and then the other, the finance, yes.
What's a legal counsel for? May I have a second, please?
Who was the motion did?
I motion.
Okay.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye. Any opposed? Thank you. Those two motions pass. Now I will entertain a motion to approve resolutions number 39, 71, and 73 in seriatim. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Thank you. And the second?
I second.
All in favor say aye. Any opposed? And now I'll entertain a motion to approve resolution number. Sorry?
The motion passes.
It did yes. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Thank you. Now I will entertain a motion to approve resolution number 3971 and 3973 as submitted. May I have a motion to approve those?
So moved.
Thank you. And a second?
I second.
Thank you. All in favor say aye. Any opposed? Those two motions pass. Now we will move to resolution number 3972, which is for the consideration and or to take action. Apologize. 75, the last one. May have a.
That's 3973.
Yep. No, 75 has not been done.
75 is the only one.
75 is the only one that
Not
has
been
been
done.
done.
Okay, thank you.
You didn't read it.
Resolution number 3975 is for the consideration and/or to take action to authorize the Housing Alliance President, CEO, or his designee to update the previously approved refinance lender and loan amount for the Sweetwater Point Apartments. And with that, I will entertain a motion to approve resolution number 3975 as submitted.
I make motion.
And a second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion passes. And with that, I will now entertain a motion to adjourn.
I move.
And a second? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you all very much. And I think time is 4:10. Okay, I do believe we have some minutes. Okay, we're gonna move through these very quickly. I will now call to order the HHA Fountain View Public Facility Corporation for the Tuesday, June 23rd. I have 4:11. May I have a roll call, please, Donna?
President and Chairman Poland.
Here.
Vice President and Director Smith.
Here.
Director Estavis Lewis.
Present.
Director Ballard.
Here.
Director Carter. Director Kirkendall.
Here.
Director Lee. And
Here.
Secretary Bryant.
Here.
Thank you very much. We will now have a motion to approve the March 17th, 2026 minutes as submitted. May I have a motion, please? Thank you. A second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Any opposed? And under new business, we will take these two in seriatim. I'll entertain a motion to approve resolution number HHA FVPFC 26-02 and 26-03 in seriatim. May I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Thank you. And a second?
A second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Any opposed? That motion passes. And now I'll entertain a motion to approve these two resolutions, resolution number HHAFD PFC 26-02 and 26-03.
So moved.
Thank you. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And now I'll entertain a motion for adjournment of HHA Fountain View Public Facility Corporation.
So moved.
And a second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned at 4:13 p.m. Next is Victory. Now I will call the June 23rd, 26th meeting of Victory Redevelopment Corporation to order at 4:13. Donna, will you please call roll?
President and Chairman, Director Pollard.
Here.
Vice President, Director Smith.
Here.
Director Lee.
Here.
Secretary, Treasurer, and Director Bryant.
Here.
Thank you. And with that, I'll also ask for a motion to approve the March 17th, 2026 meetings as submitted. Thank you. All in favor say, I'm sorry, second.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Now, under new business, I'd like to ask for a motion to approve in seriatim resolution number VRC 26-03 and resolution number VRC 26-04. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Thank you. And a second?
A second.
All in favor say aye. Any opposed? And now, I would like to entertain a motion to formally approve resolution number VRC 26-03 and resolution number VRC 26-04. Have a motion, please.
So moved.
Thank you. And a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And now I'll entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
And a second. All in favor say aye. We are adjourned at 4:14 p.m. And that is it for me.
All right. Commissioner Lee, all right. So ADB Redevelopment Corporation, June 23rd, Tuesday, and let's call the order. Donna, please. Yeah, now it's a 4:14.
4:14.
Yes.
President and Director Lee.
President.
Vice President and Director Estavis Lewis.
Present.
Director Smith.
Here.
And Secretary Bryant.
Here. Great, thank you. There's approval of May 19, 2026, ADB Board of Directors meeting minutes. Do I have a motion? Move. So moved. A second?
Second.
I say aye. Aye. Any opposed? No motion carried. Thank you. I'm going to read it. It's a new business. Okay. This resolution number ADB 26-09, authorizing APV Redevelopment Corporation to update the previously approved refinance lender and the loan amount in resolution number APV 25-18 for the Sweetwater Point Apartments. Do I have a motion to approve? Second. Discussion? Any discussion? Any discussion? No? Okay, approve by say aye. Any opposed? Motion carried, thank you. Number B, resolution number APV 2610, authorizing APV Redevelopment Corporation to loan $300,000 to APV Turkey Creek LLC, the general partner in mansions of Turkey Creek LP, which loan funds shall be used as operating capital for the mansions and the Turkey Creek Apartments, the mansions. So the motion approved. Any second? Any discussion? No, approved by say aye. Any opposed? No, motion carried. Thank you. C, resolution number APV 26-11, authorizing APV Redevelopment Corporation to loan $250,000 to APV GP Sweetwater LLC, the general partner in Sweetwater Point Limited Partnership, for which funds should be used as operating funds for the Sweetwater Point Apartments. Do I have a motion to approve? So any second? Discussion? No. Approve, I say aye. Aye. Any opposed? No, motion carried. Thank you. Now it's 4:16. Adjourn the meeting. So we're going to motion. Our second. Approve, I say aye. Thank you. Meeting adjourned.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody. 4:17.
4:17.
All right, thank you. Yes, sir.